Digging deeper into an African-American cemetery in Chester County that has a history dating back to the mid-1800s.
Now, last week, we told you how a concerned citizen has been working to get local leaders to work on keeping it maintained.
Now he's speaking with WBTV's Rachel Richardson once again about the important history and forgotten stories that are at Mount Hebron Cemetery.
Show me your cemeteries and I'll tell you what kind of people you have. Benjamin Franklin said that. We told you about one man who's on a journey back in time to discover what one historical cemetery here in Chester County has to uncover.
And there are letters on back in here.
For John Massey, this binder at the Chester County Library kicked off his research.
You know, that's over 2 decades ago of how people have tried to get this accomplished, and everybody just gave up.
Years ago, this history lover started looking for his aunt, who was buried in an unmarked grave. After finding her at a cemetery nearby, his search continued and led him to rediscover the forgotten and overgrown Mount Hebron Cemetery.
And I think somewhere up there in heaven, God's saying, I'll send Massey. He's about crazy enough to get it done.
We reached out to the city of Chester, who said that this cemetery is not city property. The county said it's not their responsibility either. Chester's mayor, Carlos Williams, says he believes records showing ownership of the area were lost.
Just the record keeping and the placement of those records from years ago.
In their research, this advocate and library associate, Doreen Jones, believes they found a man who could have been an enslaved person and Confederate soldier, Robert Gray.
It's a good chance that that's that person, but a lot more investigation would need to be done to prove that.
Massey says he feels like he's built a connection with the people at Mount Hebron, including learning Gray's story.
And if he won that war, then the reward he would get would be he's still a slave. And at the end of his life, he was thrown away.
For nearly 2 years, this historian says he's been working to honor the people here in death that weren't always honored in life.
I'm 74 years old.